The load securing system must be able to secure the entire weight of the load forward and half the weight of the load to the rear. It must also be able to secure half the weight of the load to the sides. Load securing starts with using the structure of the vehicle or trailer, loading up to a headboard or bulkhead if possible, or packing any gaps between the front of the load and the headboard with blocking or dunnage. The head main ways to lash a load: direct lashing and frictional lashing. Direct lashing is normally used for plant equipment and similar heavy machinery. One end of the lashing is attached to the load and the other to a lashing point or the vehicle chassis. Lashings are used in opposing pairs to prevent the load moving. Frictional lashing can be used for many types of load. The lashing should pass over the load from one side of the vehicle or trailer to the other. The number of lashings needed will depend on the weight of the load, friction between the load and the load bed, rating of the lashing, angle of the lashing relative to the load bed, and how many tensioners are used. The angle of the lashing relative to the load bed is very important with frictional lashing. The lashing should be as close to vertical as possible. If the load is very low, think about placing a pallet or other packing on top to increase the angle of the strap relative to the load bed. The friction between the load and the load bed can be increased by using friction matting or high friction floors.